All right, guys, back to another podcast. Today I'm joined with
Nyalei
and Geannie.
And these questions about self-improvement. What is your opinion about failing? Are you scared of it or is it motivating?
I'm definitely scared of it because I feel like growing up, I always had pressure from both of my parents about like graduating and all that stuff. So I try really hard to keep up with my work, but I always procrastinate. So I just push through it through the end.
I would agree with her. I feel like the pressure of also being like kind of first gen, I think it gives you like this sort of unwanted pressure, but it also motivates me to be better and to do better. And I think failure is just a sign that you're trying, and then you can keep going every single time.
What is a goal that you've given up secretly but you still want to achieve?
I think for me, it's not necessarily, well, it is a goal. Like, I've always wanted to learn to play the drums, and I think I've let it go because I've also been focused on other things. But, like, hopefully, eventually, like, even when I'm older, like, my goal is to learn how to play the drums, I'd say.
I think for me, I always wished I, like, was really good at, like, a certain sport because I've always been jealous of people who, like, grew up playing a sport and then, like, they're basically, like, almost, like, not really a pro, but, like, basically a pro, like, by the time it's high school. So I really wish I was, like, I had, like, their position.
What is a recent achievement that your future self would be proud of?
I would say getting into college. I think throughout my years of high school, I always thought, like, I don't know, it was always something that was like, what if I don't get in? What if I don't get in? You know? But even if it was like a random college, like in the middle of nowhere, I think I was so proud of myself just for getting in, you know, feeling that like, yes, I can do this, and yes, I made it, and like I can do so much more now. I think that was a really big accomplishment, and I think I'll be so grateful that I go to college.
What was the question again?
What is a recent achievement that your future self would be proud of?
I think just being able to like even have like I don't even know, like just passing on my classes in general, because I feel like high school looked so much harder when I was younger, but now I'm like procrastinating through everything. I don't even know how to answer that.
What is a habit that you outgrew of and you're proud of?
I think a habit I grew out of was not communicating. I think what I learned definitely from like, especially my sophomore year, was how to communicate not only with people but communicate my own feelings with myself, you know, like sit down with my feelings and really like go through them and see how I feel instead of like acting off impulse or something. So I think communication is something that, you know, it took me a while to learn, but I think I got it down now.
I think definitely like my emotions too, because I feel like growing up I always like kept it in because I don't know, I thought showing them like wouldn't make a difference, but I feel like just letting yourself like show your emotions, so that can like really like put off like a big rock like off your shoulders.
All right, and that is it for today. Thank you guys. And thank you guys for also answering these questions.
You're welcome.
Thank you.